Here is a customers table and one short query. Select the columns you want from a table where a condition is true. Run it and 3 rows survive. These 3 words are the backbone of almost every query you will ever write. So let us take them apart. Every query you write is really answering just 2 questions. Which rows do I want, and which columns do I want from them? Select names the columns, from names the table, and where picks the rows. That is the whole shape. Start with from, because nothing else makes sense without it. From names the table you are pulling data out of. Here, that is customers. Before you can choose columns or filter rows, you have to say where the data lives. Next, select lists the columns you want back. Name them, separated by commas, and those are the only columns in your result. Ask for name and spend, and the ID and city simply do not come along. If you want every column, you do not have to type them all out. A star means all columns in the order the table defines them. It is handy while you are exploring, but in real code, you should name the columns you actually need. Now where the filter. It takes a condition and checks it against every single row. If the condition is true, the row stays. If it is false, the row is dropped. Here the condition is spend greater than 500. Watch it think. It walks down the table and tests each row against the condition. Mara spends 420, that is false, gone. Devin, 980, true, kept. Row by row, true stays and false falls away. The condition can use the operators you would expect: equals, not equals, greater than, less than, and the or equal versions. One rule trips up beginners. Text values go inside single quotes, like city equals, quote, Austin. Numbers never do. Need more than one condition? Chain them with and or. And keeps a row when both sides are true, or keeps it when either side is true. City equals Austin and spend over 500 narrows our 5 rows down to just 2. So here is the full query running. From loads the customers table, where keeps only the rows over 500, then select pulls out just the name and spend. What is left is your answer, a small, clean result set. Here is something that surprises people. You write select first, but the database does not run it first. It runs from to get the table, then where to filter the rows, and only then select to pick the columns. That is exactly why you can filter on a column you never selected. 2 quick traps before you go. In SQL, equality is a single equal sign, not the double equals from other languages. And text always needs single quotes. Forget them, and the database thinks Austin is the name of a column, not a value, and your query breaks. So, 3 keywords. Select chooses your columns. From chooses your table. Where chooses your rows. Master those and you can already answer real questions about real data. Want to type a query and watch it filter live? There is an interactive version on Unrote.com, linked in the description. Next up, we sort and trim those results with order by and limit. See you there.